Hello everybody, I got a special treat for y'all. This is a special week because we got myself versus Philip Horatio Jerome Ivey the Third, or whatever the hell you want to call him, playing heads up on the Poker Stars Shark Cage for $1 million first prize. Now, we played a lot of poker against each other over the years, but we've never played for $1 million heads up, and second place getting a grand total of 0. So, as much as it was a friendly banter back and forth between the two of us, it was intense and it was serious because that's a lot of money. So this is one of the first key hands of the heads up, and I started with roughly around 3.2 million in chips to his 2.8 million in chips. He's on the button, and the blinds are 15,000, 3,000, 30,000, sorry. And he goes ahead and raises to 70,000. Yeah, pretty standard, a little more than a min raise. And I'm in the big blind, and I've got ace-4 clubs. I can do a couple things with this, right? This is a hand that's good enough to 3-bet with, but it's fine to flat too. You don't want to always do one thing or the other, especially with like suited aces in the big blind. Now, the thing about Phil Ivey, though, is he calls a lot of 3-bets, and he's really tough to get away. Like, he's tough to move off the flop, right? So I thought, against him, I don't want to 3-bet, bloat this pot, make a continuation bet, have him call, then me be just like, bah. So I decided to just call.
Daniel's in with ace-4 clubs.
Daniel starting off with the best of it like we would expect, but heads up, things can get a little weird.
So now the flop comes queen, queen, 3, no suit. I don't have a backdoor flush draw. And this is a spot where heads up, I'm pretty much going to check almost all the time. So I check. Phil Ivey continues for just 60,000. A little bit on the smaller side since he made it 70, but this is exactly the kind of board where it's fine to do that because it's kind of a hit or miss board. He figures if I have 9-10 or, Jack 8, I'm just going to fold in this flop for 60, so why bother betting 90 or 100 when I do have it? But I see an opportunity here, right? And I mentioned how me and Phil have a lot of history. One of the things I know Phil likes to do is he likes to fight for these pots, especially on paired boards. It's very unlikely that either of us has a queen, right? So you fight hard enough, and you've seen Phil should be capable of like raise, re-raise, re-raise, re-raising all in on a queen, queen, 5 deuce board with nothing. Absolutely nothing. Seen him done it. So I know that he's capable of just floating. So my plan here was a little weird. This is not standard, but it's all because I know my man. I decided to check raise to 160K. Not at all thinking he's folding. I really think if he's calling, if he has 9-10, 7-8, I think he's calling with everything. I'm check raising here because my plan is to check raise, check the turn, call a bet, check river, call a decent size bet. Hopefully he doesn't go too cuckoo. But thinking that the ace high is the best hand. And maybe he thinks he can get me off of that or a 3.
And I don't think this is really a bluff. I think he knows he's raising with the best hand.
Phil calls.
So the turn is a 6 of hearts, a complete blank, right? The problem with playing the hand the way that I did is I'm not really going to know for sure when he turned a pair like he just did. So I check, and he makes a smart bet of 225,000. Well, as I said on the flop, I was committed to calling this hand down for the most part because I know my man, and I know that he's capable of firing 3 bullets with absolutely nothing. So my hand rates to still be the best hand based on my read. Unless he has a queen, a 3 that he's betting, which I don't think he'd bet a 3 on the river because it's good enough to beat, my ace high and other hands like that. And I don't know that he would try to extract value. So go ahead and make this call. River's the 8 of hearts, which puts a backdoor flush out there, which doesn't really play into my thought process much at all. I mean, sure, he could have a flush. He could have just nailed an 8 with whatever he has, but there's so many hand combinations that he could have, as I mentioned, that I do beat. And that's simple as queen high, jack high, 10 high, a whole wide range of hands. He did have 9 high, so why couldn't he have had 10 high, right?
Daniel checks. And Phil bets.
So he goes ahead this time and bets 400,000. And I think at this point we both pretty much know that nobody has a queen. It's kind of that, yeah, I don't have much, but neither do you, but who's not much is better. But to his credit, he knows his man too, because he knows that I'm going to pay him off in this spot. So he makes a really good value bet with just a 6 in this situation. And that started off the heads-up match in his favor. The good news is the heads-up match went as the way we wanted. You see over there in the corner, the one that says Shark Cage? That's the trophy for champion. So good job, Phil. Second place. It's pretty good. I mean, you almost won.
6 on the river, 2 pair for Daniel.
Check.
2 pair.
2 pair, good.
There.
You had that? No, you didn't have a beat. You didn't have that beat, did you?
Nope.
Queen 8?
Nope.
Wow. He shows the queen. You didn't show no 8.
What else do I have, Daniel?
I don't know. Bill, I don't know what else do you have?
What do I play?
You play 6-9 on a queen 3 flop for a check raise. I do remember that.
I was gonna outplay you.
Well, apparently, yeah. And you did. You just no problem. 6 on the turn.
It would all felt different to you if I missed a 6.
It would have felt different.
I would have made it feel different.
You would have made it feel different. Oh, you had me like
Yeah, I would have made it feel
on a
different.
string like this.
That's the thing you don't know.
You still got me like a puppet.
Moar! I want Moar! These two are amazing.
That's the thing I don't know, huh? Okay.